Get my glasses on
Hashtag
first.
heroes in no particular order. Andrew Ward, Stephen Wilson, Ian Stewart, Lewis Nairn, David Anderson, Gary Hewitt, Gary Ditchburn, Craig Middlemist, David McKay, Glenn McPherson, Alistair Blair, Ian Edgar, Ewan Cochrane, Deek Cowan, Stuart Hamilton, Lee Carroll, Laura Derrick, Jack McDonald, John White, James Aitchison, William Wilson, Malcolm McKechnie, Mark Dunsmore, Craig Reid, John Struthers, Mark McFarlane, Kenny McGuire, Sam Sully, Jack King, Chris Stevenson, Michael Keegan, Liam Baird, Brian Mackay, Andy Henderson, Chris Vance, Calvin Dixon, John Hooper, Barry Ward, Kenny O'Neill, Billy Rowan, Fiona McKnight, Mark Chandler, Jamie McCallum, Michelle Clark, Gary Sweeten, David Byrne, Ian Reid, Ian Roger, Malcolm Love, Jerry Weatherall, Barry Keenan, Mark Hughes, Robert Baird, Graham White, David Smith, Lee Satchel, Sean Keys, Chris Rooney, Paul Jameson, Andrew Livyman, Gary Kerr, Liam Ross, Stephen Kelly, Claire McDermott, Finley Marnell, Kyle Stewart, we're not done yet, Scott Bryce, Daniel Bradley, Mikey McGee, Mark Andrew, Gail Tyndall, Bruce Parker, Fraser Clyde, Scott Hanna, Matt McNally, Para Dubois, Andy Bailey, Gavin Welsh, Ali Black, Duncan Anderson, Donna D, Thomas Clay, Adam Rodney, Willie Burns, Douglas Anderson, Rainey Asby, Jamie Preston, Kevin Malone, Stephen Barton, Ryan McGowan, and Douglas Kane. Those are the heroes.
Heroes, man. That's a fucking workout I just done there, man. Jesus.
Okay, well, I'd just like to start off by saying hello to all my brothers and sisters out there joining us on the 12th of July. Sorry we can't be over the water, but you know.
Welcome to the hashtag show, episode 85.
85.
We are recording today on this glorious day. The sun is shining through the windows and the trees on the 12th of July.
Shining down on us, brothers and sisters of the Presbyterian faith.
I've never understood the I don't know the significance with certain members of the Brothers and Stroke Rangers connection. But I don't know what the significance of 12th of July is, do you?
Yep, it's just all about hating the Catholics and enjoying yourself.
For God's sake.
You know what? I've absolutely no idea. Apart from, there was big walks and they all would come in my house and piss and steal things. Straight up.
I've just right, okay, hold on here. The annual 12th of July. I've just typed in. This is what I typed into Google. Right, significance of the 12th of July to Rangers. Right, and the first news article that comes up, it says Rangers legend Nacho Novo celebrates in Belfast. You're like, what is going on, man? What is happening? The article goes on. Apparently, it is the it's commemorating the Battle of the Boyne in 1690. And they let
I'm sure half our listeners will know all about it
on the 11th night. I've absolutely no idea. I find it very. I find all this stuff quite interesting, right? The connection with like religion. No, I don't mean like Catholic Protestant. I just mean different things across the world. But I also find it laughable that grown men and women still get excited about this stuff as if it's something that's important.
It's a club. It's feeling of being a part of something, no matter how small or how big it is.
It's nonsense. You're not part of anything.
No, but it's a tribal mentality. It's a small-minded tribal mentality. As in not just orange walk or whatever it's called. Religion, any gang, any group,
any gang,
anybody. If you take solace in being part of a group, I think it harks back to a tribal urge, a tribal yearning of being part of something. You know, you get very few mavericks, Scott, and I believe I am a maverick. A lone wolf has been whispered. A madman, some may say. You know, I'm not part of any gang. Maybe when I'm older, that'll backfire, because I don't know if you need to be like a Mason or in the Catholic Church or whatever to really go to heaven. I don't know how it works. I might.
That comes on to an interesting point. Do you believe in heaven and hell? Do you believe you go up or down when you die?
I don't believe in that land opposites kind of thing. You know, I believe in love. And as crazy as that sounds, that's the only way I can distill it. I genuinely believe in love. That's a religion that I follow.
So what? But how does but how does love impact you when you're dead? What do you think happens to you when you die?
None. Your love carries. Your love, like Celine Dion finally said, your love will go on. And that's how I kind of, like my love carries on through my children.
But you as a person,
that's just
your consciousness. What do you think? What do you
consciousness
think?
Consciousness is love.
You're just going to keep batting this back like some mad guru.
That's the only way I can explain it to myself years ago.
You'd be a perfect
I could sign up to.
Buddhist monk. Somebody asking, but what does your religion mean to the economy? Economy is love, mate. But how does that impact on people's health? Health is love, mate. Just everything's love.
Bill, if you think about what we all really, actually, all that you really have, without getting too deep, is love.
That's very true, mate. All you need is love, as the Beatles once sang.
The Beatles said. And as far as Nacho Novo celebrating in the 12th hour in Belfast, even though he's Roman Catholic, I'm sure everybody's accepted him with love. We don't talk about that,
The famous joke that goes, as the Beatles sang, all you need is love and a bulletproof vest. Those are the two things that you need in life.
God bless you, John. We miss you.
Couple of news things for you that I wanted to get your take on. First of all, obviously, since the 10th of July in Scotland, you've got to wear face masks in shops. And it looks as if the UK government, as in Bojangles, is going to make it mandatory for you to wear face masks as well. So my first question to you, Malak Ali, Ambassador for Love, have you got a face mask? Have you been wearing them? What's your opinion on them?
Hello there, Scott. Yes, hi. I do indeed have face masks in the car.
Yep.
I have been wearing them, since way back. Now, if it was up to me, and I'm being honest, I wouldn't wear them, right? But the missus wants me to wear it because it's more than me, it's about her and the kids. So I wear it for that purpose only. So I have been wearing it, gone to like the Tesco's and the Costco's. I believe I even wore it in B&Q once, So I have been wearing it against my will, I may add. But again, I'm doing it for them, no for me. The other day there, I went to the post office.
Yep.
And for the first time, I went up to the post office, my wee mate there, and I went, sorry, pal, you have to wear a mask. And I went, And they went, you have to wear a mask. I said, but you're behind a plastic screen. I'm not going to cough in you. That's the way it is. So I went, right, I'll go to my motor and get my mask. And he went, that's all right, I know you. So there you go. I used the post office services because he knew me and I never had a mask. But it's the first time I was asked for a mask. And I imagine that's going to be a regular occurrence. Whether you agree with it or no, hey, we're all just fucking laymen. I don't think we can technically argue with scientists and politicians unless we are one ourselves. So, as per usual, disagree, agree with it, just fucking get on with it until we ride it out.
I mean, you're right in the sense that it doesn't matter whether you think the virus is real, whether you think it's still ongoing or not. It's now mandatory to wear a face mask, so you got to wear a face mask. Like yesterday was the first day I was out because I never left the house on the 10th, or I never did today.
You saved yourself up for the day, the big walk.
Well, we're actually going for a walk this afternoon. Not that kind of walk, just a joyful walk through the countryside. But I went to the shop, and then oddly enough, the post office was part of my errands. And then when I went to leave the car, I had to message the missus and go, I've not got a fucking face mask. And for the first time, I saw everybody in the street that was passing me had a mask on. So I had to go home and get a mask and then go to the shop. No, my only issue is, as a spectacle wearer, full-time spectacle wearer, unlike yourself, who just wears his glasses for fashion.
See my computer.
The fact that we can put a man in the moon, we can get an electric car, and we can fucking cure diseases, but nobody can get me a mask that doesn't steam up my glasses when I'm out and about. Right,
You
now,
have the mask with the nose clip.
the nose clip.
Aye, the mask, the ones that I use help because they bend. There's a wee metal bar in it. You bend it in your nose, and it stops with the fumes going up into your glasses.
Oh, right, no, I need to get one of them, man.
You're
I
just
need to
wearing the cheap paper ones.
No, mine wasn't cheap, mate. I had to buy one online because of my fucking massive heat. We got sent disposable ones from China off Yasmin's pal, right? Like 1,000 fucking masks for China. And then, see, when I tried to put it on, mate, it was like a postage stamp, like a wee fucking tiny thing. The beard's all hanging out. My beard's all hanging out. So she had to order me like a fucking massive loaf.
Did a lot of this somebody put a fucking elastic plaster on your lips?
It looked like a postage stamp with 2 bits of string. That's what it fucking looked like. So I had to order a big, fat, massive face mask. And then
A big beard mask.
But again, covers the full face and the nose, but it's just the steamy windies, man. Every fucking 2 minutes, steamy windies. So obviously went back and got it, right? Going around the shops, doing my thing. The thing that gets me is, and obviously I can have a rant about it on this show, because that's what this show is, right? Well, we're a comedy podcast, right? We're not here to give you information. We're not here to debate the big topics. We're here to have a rant, have a moan, and have a laugh. And that's it, right? And if anybody has ever taken anything that we've said serious, you fucking know you're not reading the directions in the tin, mate. But how is it on the 9th of July? We can walk freely amongst ourselves, breathing and spitting and farting and not a problem. Then suddenly come the 10th, suddenly now you've all got to start wearing the mask. My only issue with the mask is, why were we not all wearing a mask from day one? Why was that not the message from day one
100%.
to wear a mask?
Like
right?
the horses bolt it, innit?
Aye, and like you said, I'm not going to dispute it. I'm not going to argue it. If I've been told to wear a mask, I am wearing my mask now. But the other issue that as well I had, when I was in the shops, I went to Scotmid, I went to the post office, and I went to Sainsbury's, right? I had to put my mask on when I got out of the car, obviously, to go in those places. So in the car, I don't have my mask on. When I get out of the car, put my mask on. Now, when I went into each of those 3 shops, not one member of staff had a mask on.
Were they behind the plastic screens?
They were behind a plastic screen Co-op. They're behind, obviously, the glass in the post office. And Sainsbury's, the woman was just sitting out. But none of the staff had masks on in Sainsbury's. None of them. Even behind the kiosk, people stacking the shelves, none of them have a mask on. So this is how I just feel, as if I'm like you in the sense of, I will never disagree with it. If the government says wear a mask, I'm wearing a mask. But there's constant mixed messages all the time. And that's why I think people are still going, this isn't real, it's all made up. Because if you're wearing a mask to protect yourself and then you walk into a supermarket and there's somebody stacking shelves going, what, are they immune? Have they all been given a tablet that fucking makes them superhuman?
I've been working here for months, mate. I don't need a mask.
Why are we not all, why are we not all wearing masks then all the time?
Wow.
Why?
Well, you know, for me, the tinfoil hat comes on, right? And I go, it's just another level of control. It's just another level of fear.
So mate, cover your moves up.
Because it's funny, I know, when you see, and like you said, I've never thought about it. I drove through Paisley to go to the post office, and it was mad to see loads of people with the masks on, right?
It was
there's 3 types of mask wearers, I think.
Correct.
There's the ones fully sign up, they've got the mask on.
Yep.
Then there's the ones that have got the mask at the bottom of the chin. I don't know what they think that's doing, but they're wearing it just in case it's, where's your mask? I've got it on. I had an itchy nose, right? They're nut jobs. And then there's the ones that have maybe got one in their pocket and are just skating about. And you can see they're not guilty. They're looking about. They're going, oh, I'm a rule breaker. I'm a rebel.
So I never realised that most of the hostels, right, or, you know, when you get like a hotel and it's like a 1-star hotel, and you're like, who the fuck stays there? So they've been putting all the homeless people in them, right? Or like people who are at risk, like wee brass monkeys. I mean, even see the Scotmid that I go to round the corner for us. That street is like a kind of a junkie run. They never leave that street, right? It's just laden with junkies, and it's exciting. It's a nice wee bit of banter, good times. Not
Is
once.
it a long street?
Not one, because junkies just like walking in a straight line.
You should organise a race or something.
Not one of them was wearing a mask. And they're
they're
fucking
bulletproof.
tickety-boo.
They are fucking bulletproof. I swear to
Why-
God, could be a nuclear fallout, and the only folk that would walk is junkies.
Why are they not testing heroin, the reaction to heroin against the virus?
They just, well, this is the thing. Any virus or any antivirus made from a junkie's blood injected into a normal person, they would die instantly. But
Maybe
there's,
on
it's like vampire blood. There's something in there.
telling mate, we're onto something here. I think we all need to go on the foil. We all need to get a government foil through the door. Are we talking the foil?
A biro and a bit of tin foil. Wee bit of heroin. That's me ready for the fucking lot.
And that's
man.
it. We're totally immune. We can't get any disease ever again.
It's actually pretty bizarre, right? Because you know, they've not got much going for them, these poor people, right? They're obviously slaves to addiction, but they hold the key of life within their veins. If only we could tap into it.
Then
they would be of use, you know.
They have taken
the
the
surge
blue
of
pill.
society.
They have taken the blue pill, man. They are on the other side of the matrix.
And I tell you another thing I know, everybody out there trying for wains and that, just tap into some junkie blood, because they could fire out wains left, right and centre. They don't need any hospital care. They can fire one out in the back alley. They bulletproof.
Mate, heroin holds the key to evolution. I think so. But make sure you get your face mask on, I suppose, is the thing. The interesting...
Sorry, Scott, to interrupt you there. I mean, you're saying the key to evolution. Straight in my head. You know, we have this vague memory of like fucking Neanderthal man with 2 bits of flint trying to start a fire. What they were actually trying to do was blaze up a bit of tinfoil to smoke some heroin.
all of the past
Big
teachings.
stack of poppies.
Basically, if the camera panned out a bit, you'd see that those two guys had an old school Kit Kat wrapper underneath that. And they were trying to blaze, grinding the poppies, going, do you want to come out and hunt some woolly mammoths? Fuck that, mate. Have some of these flowers. I'm not a vegan, you cunt. I'm telling you, mate, these plants are amazing.
There's a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex deed where they just its fucking feet in the barbecue and all that. And they're just like, you guys slapped up, man. Then we'll get to the H. I can't eat a fuck when I'm mad with heroin. Let's get the barbecue done first, boys.
Here, do you know what goes good with Tyrannosaurus Rex? What's that, Franco? Poppies, mate. Poppies go good with everything.
1,000 poppy seeds and sprinkle out its seed, and then we'll stick it in the barbecue.
I was out for a walk last night with a tour manager, and I'm walking down it's a cycle path along a lovely beach front.
Oh,
and they've got benches, right, or like picnic tables, kind of every 10, 20 meters, something like that. And some arseholes went out with a barbecue and just put it on the table and then just burnt a big fucking hole through the table with a disposable barb, and you're like, what a fucking idiot, man. But to go back quickly to the masks,
they've got the wee pits on the tables for your barbecue.
Well, that's a fancy bit, you know what I mean? It's a cool bit.
But this your council go, they're lucky they're getting a bench. Let's not give them a barbecue bit.
That's true, man. To go back to the masks, right? I think now that people are wearing masks, you can tell the ones that are out who are like, right, I've got to wear a mask. Give me a mask. Where did I get a mask? Fuck, Asda, right? A bag of 2, 50p. Give me that, right? And then you get the people who are like, when I see someone who has clearly made their own mask, right? Or who's gone online and bought a designer mask, I feel as if they're sticking their face out because they want you to acknowledge.
Check this one.
They want you to acknowledge, as if like there is an attitude of, I've actually made my mask so that I'm a better person than you.
I'm invested in this virus.
Fuck off, you dick.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'm actually looking to get just one of these neck scarf things that you pull up just for easiness. Because the fact of putting a mask on and off, if you just have something you go, and I think it's that fucking bogus, a lot of it. If you just had a poxy scarf, I mean, I seen 2 young lasses in the shopping centre with a t-shirt up. They never had a mask, but hey, I'll just go up and put my t-shirt out my nose, and they can't say anything to him. As a citizen, scared for his life, I was going to say, listen, get that t-shirt off, shows your boobs, But I mean, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And then somebody's saying, "Oh, it gets in through your eyes now."
Next time we're wearing 2 pairs of underwear in case it escapes through your arsehole or down your pee hole.
one of your granny's tights, so you're just like that.
No, cunts are going to be going out in like a full PVC bodysuit. You know, the people that like, I don't know what the term is for it, or I don't know what the term. You know, these people who get like a kink out of like being inside a balloon when they get blown up. So it's just like a wee heat poking out like a big fucking grape. We're all going to be going to shops like that, just fucking pure sealed up in our hazmat suits so we can get to safety.
Just a wee gimp hole just up to that. Can I get a loaf and a pint of milk, please?
and a number 3 scratch card. It's and then you've got like, you just need to fucking poke it down your neck. The neck scar things, that, you know, the stuff like motorbikes, motorcyclists.
That's the kind of shit
that's the kind of thing you want to get. But then see if the face mask go on, mate, it's going to get to the point where it's going to be another thing for kids to get bullied over. Do you know what I mean? Oh, he's got an NHS mask and some bird's got like a Gucci fucking Prada mask. That's going to be the next thing. Waynes are getting bullied because their mask is shite.
It's just another thing to divide and control us, I think. I genuinely do think that. And I think there's a part of me, again, you know, there's probably people who maybe listening to this podcast or know somebody who's genuinely been affected by the virus, maybe even died, right? Which is a fucking tragedy. You know, all joking aside, it's heavy duty, right? I've got a couple of mates that have lost parents and stuff, and that's heartbreaking. And you know that a virus is out there and it's taking lives, right? It's no disputed. But there's a bit of me, it's kind of like, it's gone, you know. It is, you know, this is the other off me. It's over. And this mask thing is just something the government's saying, right, let's just tell them to wear masks for a few weeks and then we'll go back to normal. Because we can't just jump for red alert to carry on as you were. Masks for a couple of weeks, right? Go for it now.
I just wish that the government would be honest. That's it. I mean, I think everybody's far more educated now. Everybody understands that the news is a load of shite. I would not have a problem, and I know there's going to be people who would jump on and go, oh, fucking get rid of Sturgeon, get rid of her. See if Nicola Sturgeon just came out and went, listen, here's the truth, right? We got some of this wrong. In fact, we probably got a lot of this wrong, okay? We've never dealt with this before. There has never been a government in history that has ever had to deal with this. So we've been thinking on our feet. We've been taking advice. We've been trying to do the best we can. Now, we got some stuff wrong, but this is the information in black and white. Here it is for you to read. We now think we have to wear a mask, mandatory in shops or large gatherings for a certain period of time. I think the problem with the mask is, see, because they're reopening pubs and people are back out in beer gardens enjoying yourself, I'm just no understanding why when you're inside a building, all of a sudden the virus is becoming more impactful and you've got to wear a mask. And the other thing as well, mate, like many people were wearing gloves at the start because if you touched something and then you touched yourself or you put your hands in your mouth, you would get it.
Your ass.
There's no different, like just because you got a mask on isn't guarding you. So again, I don't know if it's just a fear thing, people are trying to extend it. I don't know what it is. I mean, part of me, because it's all conspiracy theories in my head, people are sitting going, right, here, listen, they're not buying enough toilet paper anymore. We told you to get people buying toilet paper. We've lost millions, man. What's going on? The government's like, well, what do you think? Right, here's what's happening. I want everybody wearing a face mask and we're going to start making them, right? Because we're losing millions on toilet paper. So
we're not buying it for the chinks anymore. We're making them ourselves.
There. Fucking Alibaba.com is going to get shut down. Get out there and tell the cunts to wear a face mask. Not like, right, listen, see if you know one. It's mandatory to wear a face mask. And Alibaba's like, yeah, it's Alibaba. I love it as well. You'll obviously know because doing gigs, promoting stuff, putting on events, you need to get flyers printed, right, and posters. And same for like tour shows, fringe shows, you'll get flyers and posters printed. I use 2 companies to print flyers and posters. And it's laughable that each of them last week sent me an email saying, hey, great new product coming. You can now get designer face mask. I'm like, every cunt is just jumping on board.
It's mere shit to sell.
That's what it is, mate. That's what it comes to. Just keep everybody afraid, keep you spending money, keep it turning over. That's that.
Two things for me. I looked into, right at the start, getting 1994 face masks.
That is not surprising. You're always on board. Any opportunity, point.
But then, you know, and I had ordered up a design made, and then I went, it doesn't sit comfortable with me, literally making a profit out of global pandemic. It didn't sit right with me.
No, and the worrying thing as well, like,
and I didn't do it right, but the amount of people who have went and done it, you know, as a promotional tool, and you'll see more and more. I just think it's no right. And then also, going back to what you were saying about the beer gardens, I was at my flat in Glasgow, and there's a beer garden right next to it, and it was fucking hilarious because there was this huge queue, no social distancing, full of folk wearing masks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They then magically get in here. They magically get into the beer garden, which I can see.
Yeah.
And then they're all sitting next to each other with a pint in their hand, and they're not wearing masks. It's kind of like once you get into the fucking beer garden, you're in the safety zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
totally,
the world has gone fucking. There's one rule for somebody, and there's one rule for somebody else. And
the thing that's
the history of the world.
So we went for a pint the other day, right? A mate of mine.
How did it feel being in a pint in a pub?
It was horrible because I literally was surrounded by absolute fucking junk bags.
Right.
It was horrible. Even to the point where I was talking to a friend of mine later on that night, and I'm going. We went there not knowingly. Well, I know my mate runs it, right? But I never knew that he was going to be there because he's got like fucking 6 pubs and runs a brewery, and do you know what I mean? So there's no reason for him to be there. But then he appeared and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And I went, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, "Times must be tough if the owner of the whole empire is serving beer." He's like, "I'm just keeping busy, man, keeping the house." 2 young kids, right? So obviously he'd rather go and pull pints than be stuck in the house. But so we had a pint. I says, "I'll take a cider." We have not got any cider left. I went, "I'll fucking burn this place to the ground." So I had a Guinness, not a Guinness in years. But the interesting thing, as I was sitting there, and I'll get back to the people around us in a minute. See, when it came and it was in a glass, that did shock me.
Seeing alcohol
because
in a glass?
No, because I just assumed it would be a plastic tumbler. Because if we are in the middle of a global pandemic that is spread, transferable from human to human through droplets, why would it not be a disposable cup that's just binned straight away? Why would it be a glass? Because what if the person who's cleaning those glasses don't clean it properly? How do I know?
Lick the ring.
And this just feedback. So
to how bullshit it was.
The message is like, you're just, you know, about conspiracy. I'm going, I know that people think it's conspiracies, but it's a valid point. How are we able to go back to having a drink in a bar, a restaurant, a hotel that is served in a glass? Surely if this is a global pandemic and you want to stop the spread, it has to be in a disposable container.
Of course, if you question that, they'll say, but mate, everybody just gets one glass jar, and then once finished it, we smash it through the back.
No, but what they'll say is then we can't have plastic or reusable because it impacts the environment, and fine, that's a different argument. But I'm just going on the back of, I have worked in a nightclub, in a bar, and both of those jobs, I had to wash glasses at some point, and I know how badly. Mate, see when I washed glasses in the pub, we had a thing inside the sink that was like a big sponge. You dump it in that twice, and then you run it under the cold tap, and you put it back down, and that's it. That's your glasses washed. So how can that make sure that that's going to remove any of the virus fit? And I'm not going to get some glass that some fucking mad COVID cunt's been drinking out of.
I know exactly why.
How?
Because it's all fucking bullshit. Innit? But come on, we're 2 grown men.
I mean, right? It's clearly bullshit. It's no bullshit, right? Because people, like we say, people have died because of the disease, right? But we're now at the point where something's just no right. It's gone too far now, and we haven't been told the truth. The other thing with the pub was, so we were sitting very well spaced out. To be fair to them, it was quite a good setup they had. You had to order your drink. If you imagine a paving, a run of slabs, right, a walkway, and then a wee bit of area that's got kind of stones on it, whatever. So they've set all the tables off the slabs on the stones. The member of staff walks along the front, so they're a good 1.5 meters, 2 meters away from you. They ask you your order, and then when they come back, they put the tray on a small table. They leave, and then you take the tray off them, right? So it was social distance well.
And folk are fingering your pint.
But what I mean is, there can't be anybody, because here's the other thing, mate, as well. See if you run a pub or a business or even a person, people are cunts, right? People are disgusting, sad, twisted cunts. There will be someone who doesn't like somebody in that pub, doesn't like the guy who runs the pub, doesn't like the lassie who walks behind the bar. And see, once a couple of weeks down the line when all pubs are open, there'll be cunts grassing you in at the police going, they're not doing this properly, when they're doing everything they can. Do you know what I mean? People just do it to try and shut you down. So they were doing everything great. But drinks came, sitting having a pint. And the people who were around us, man, the stuff we're listening to, I was at one point going to have to go and speak to this guy because he was fucking annoying this bird. And yeah, he's like, just fucking calm down. And I'm like, why would you go back to spending £5-6 a pint?
What was the prices like? Did they jump up for the last time you were in it?
And we never paid for it because Michael was there.
You're freeloading off your pal.
Michael was there. Know what I mean? So, but
Michael, can I be your pal? I'll drive to Edinburgh.
At the same time, it's going to be interesting when people start going back to pubs again, because I think people will go back for the novelty. Do you mean? Because
imagine cunts getting steaming, I know.
You want to be back in a pub, but you've gone weeks from, you know, having a bottle of wine in the house or having a couple of cans in the house, and then how did they rethink that? Do you mean how are you going?
6 pints won't put a dent in me, big man. Keep them coming.
But are you going to? Would you want to go back to having to spend what? Say you go out for, and you're just buying your own drink, you're going to do 50-60 quid in the pub easy.
I know, but there's something about going somewhere. It's like going out for something to eat. You can have a meal in the house, but there's something about somebody making it for you and putting it on your plate.
Oh, mate, I'm no arguing with that. Like, I'd much rather be, if you're going out with like a group of your mates or lads or whatever, you'd much rather be in a pub. I'm just saying, after everything we've gone through, people, I mean, here's the other thing about the virus as well. People have lost their lives, but there seems to be no attention or concern really about the people whose lives are ruined. So they haven't died from it. They haven't got the virus, but they've lost their job. Their partner's lost their job. They've lost the house. They've used up all their savings. It's going to take them the rest of their life to try and work that back. No doubt.
In the fucking pub then, blowing their money and fucking beer. Mate, the whole up the road trying to build that house back up of yours.
The whole place is falling apart, man. We need to fucking burn it to the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the hashtag show. And if you've enjoyed this episode, wow. But listen, let's talk about another episode.
I'll tell you, let's see if you want. No, see if you want the good episodes, you need to become a patron.
You need to become a patron, which this is a Patreon episode. We'll
no, it's not.
Shit at them.
No, it's not.
Last time was the fucking Council episode. This is the big dollar episode. Is this how you're just ranting about COVID?
Oh, you're joking.
You need to get a fucking shit together here.
You're joking. I thought this was a
100 Patreons.
Oh, mate.
Oh, fucking stop it. Let's start again, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen of the Patreon, I can only apologise. I sat here, and before we started recording, I wrote down some serious topics to talk about because I thought, you know what? This is going out to the freeloaders. Let's hit them with the hard stuff. Can I just apologise to our patrons? I'm so sorry.
All 100 of you.
I thought, 101.
50 by Monday, Gibson.
I'm sorry, folks. You know, I'm sorry.
Listen, I'll say sorry as well. But listen, we are here and we're live.
It's because we've no mentioned the Patreonis before now. That's how I thought this was for everybody.
Well, we did the big Patreon shout out, which goes out in every council episode now.
Also, I hope that the patrons enjoyed. I hadn't realised that we put together some short clips from some past episodes, and they'd gone out, I think, on the Facebook page, and I never realised they weren't actually on YouTube, so you couldn't watch them. So we sent them out to the patrons last night. And thank you to everybody who has signed up. We're now over 100. We're at the last count, at the time of this recording, we were at 101.
That's brilliant.
So, and also... That I was shitting myself about posting that video that you doing over there.
I one.
I didn't know if you'd want that get up.
There was lasses going, Ma, what the fuck are you doing?
I know. I think there was some people that were quite impressed by your technique as well.
Fucking right, man.
Aye. It's the
tickling flute player.
It's the part under the bum cheeks that gets me every time. I was like,
you said it was bum cheeks. You still up there?
I was like, this man's a professional. This man's an absolute professional. So yes, thank you to everybody who has signed up and become a patron. You're legends. And again, I apologise to me. I never knew this was a Patreon episode. I need to remember it's odd numbers is patrons,
Aye.
and even numbers is freeloading bastards.
And what the Patreons have also shown in the Twitter by a fucking country mile is
think
we
you
need
were
to record the
Aye.
woo-wee episode of the fucking Hillbilly episode.
Hillbilly, man.
Because
We need to get that done.
I was having a shower before before we started recording today, and I was saying, how the fuck do we make a full Hillbilly episode without just falling about laughing? We need to have. Let me run this by you live on air. We've not spoken about this, right?
No, we've not.
I think
we weren't
we
going
need
to talk
go
about
fucking method, and we need to both have a name, a hillbilly
Obviously.
name. I was thinking about fucking Cousin Bob and fucking whatever,
And whatever.
we just have to present a podcast in character.
Uh-huh.
Like Scott and Miles not here, but
Mhm.
fucking through Zoom we'll go to their cousins and for fucking
Aye.
Arkansas.
It's a hillbilly takeover.
Hillbilly takeover.
We need to get dungarees for somewhere. I'll get as a backdrop so we can use it on the Zoom, and then we just go for there.
And we could even do something like, I don't know, celebrity fucking square go, hillbilly style,
I
with
mean,
some
what-
big, heavy, hard-hitting hillbilly celebrities.
What would be good, and obviously for legal reasons, and because even though everybody who's listening to this is a hashtag hero,
Or heroin.
I have got a feeling there's a couple of spies in the camp, Mal. Couple of spies in the camp.
What?
But
Within the heroines and
within the heroes, mate, there's one
Somebody's
or two.
paying top dollar just to fucking nosy us.
There's one or two, mate, who I have messaged, who have not replied. And one's replied a bit dodgy. I'm like, couple of spies in the camp, so I know who you are, you cunts. So I'd need to check the whole legalities of it, because no doubt somebody will grass us in. But-
Wait, what?
Aye, mate, yeah, a couple of spies, mate. I see everything.
Right.
I see everything.
Our Hunter Road patrons, there's
Aye.
people who've paid dollar to
Yep.
spy on the show
That's how.
to potentially find something offensive that we're saying and grass us
mean,
in.
If they can't
We've
find
got
something offensive
nearly
every
90
episode,
We've got nearly 90 episodes of offence.
we've obviously not hit the fucking golden nugget yet.
We've got a dossier over 3 months of audio.
They're waiting for us to day one in blackface, and then we'll get shut down. That's what they're waiting for.
Every time you go, oh, or oh, I say to myself, right,
You die a bit inside.
no, I laugh because I go, right, what would happen, right? Somebody makes it a point to out you as being whatever they see, like, oh, he's sexist, he's racist, he's against Catholics, whatever the fucking platter is, right? For somebody just because he has offended me, right, and do a Twitter campaign.
Mm-hmm.
What's what? Then you get the LBGT jumping on board. That's fucking ridiculous. Shut them down, Podbean. What? I mean, what happens?
Listen,
Podbean crash under the pressure and go, right, boys, we're going to have to stop your podcast. Is that what
You
could happen?
I mean, I don't know, and one I don't care. You just need to remember there's a lot of sad people out there who don't have any joy or happiness in their own life, and they seek comfort in bringing misery to others. Now, what I was going to
Can
say
I just add a wee addendum to that?
yes.
Even I think it's brilliant as say an investigator, you've signed up to be a patron. You're paying us to wait to be offended. Thank you very much.
So what I was thinking is,
You fucking whore. You fucking cowbag. You fucking nasal numper.
what I was thinking is, DJ Gibbo, a social distance reunion at the Lee Farm, so we can do the Hillbilly podcast in the chicken coop. Because I can bring the camera. I'll bring
We
the
need to record it first.
but I'll bring the Zoom so we can record the field recorder. Bring the camera so we can set the camera up, and we'll record live for the coop.
Right, see that only thing is, right, that's genius, right? But
Yep.
nobody here knows that I'm a weirdo yet. So I'd hate for us to be a full hillbilly and the farmer driving by. And he was just like, what the fuck?
He'll probably think, finally, some good, honest people have moved in next door.
He never tells us about his cousins for fucking Texas.
There was two boys for Stevenson inside a chicken coop having a real old time.
No, we can't do that. I'm honestly, I don't have neighbours about here, but I can't risk blowing my cover. too soon.
Shocking. That would have added an extra level to the hill, but maybe we can do that in the future.
Nah, that's a
Once
future
you're-
one. Once
once you're settled
the
in.
secret suit and they know I'm a weirdo.
You that cunt does all that music now.
How is the new single? Has been well received.
Oh, thanks very much.
I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I loved the last album, Acid. What's it called? Acid what?
You loved it so much you forgot all about it.
Can't remember the name. I don't even know
Acid
the track.
and Eve.
Acid and Eve. Tracks 7 and 8 were absolute bangers. I loved that, but this felt like old school dance music, like old school, like
That's
the stuff I
that's
grew up.
exactly what it was.
But it's brilliant. Like, see, when
Well-
you were, I saw that it was played on GBX, right? But that fucking Torag. But
You know you've made it when a big was a hadn't you?
see, when I was listening to it, I'm going, this is exactly what. Because see, if you've ever listened to GBX, right? I do it because I do enjoy the music, and I also
love the
like the
phone
people
in.
that phone it. I love the phone in, right? Because you couldn't. There's no way you could write and cast people to play BAMs at that level, right? How you doing, George? I want to give a shout out to Big Frankel, Wee Frankel, Fat Steve, Little Steve, Tall Jenny, Little Fat Jenny, Big Jenny, the Muncher, the Cruncher, just endless. Like, how many people in this house? But listening to it is the same music he plays every single week, and then listening to your track, it almost felt as if it was like the new album that you're crowdfunding, where somebody had found this old track that never been, because it sounds timeless, my friend. It sounds like it's from an era. It's brilliant.
Thank you.
It is.
Well,
It's really good.
For anybody who doesn't know about it, my good fellow to my left, via Zoom,
Hello there.
is talking about the ultrasonic versus dream frequency collaboration. That's a track I did. I actually done that just before the full fucking
For the world shut down.
before the world went mad and forgot all about it. And then my mate Ian, the guy for Dream Frequency, was like, look, I'm going to get the promos together. I've nearly finished my album. It sent me the track and I was like, holy fuck. And the reason why we wanted to do it is we wanted to make a track that if you're an ultrasonic fan or a Dream Frequency fan, you know both of the musics.
Yep.
Ultrasonics, ravey, Dream Frequencies, like big piano anthems. Pure Ron Seal rave. If you stuck the two of them together, already you know what it's going to sound like in your head.
Absolutely.
And that's what we wanted to deliver. And
It was great, man. Aye, it was great. It was really, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's just, if that came out in the 90s, it would be an instant massive anthem. And I just think it's going to rekindle a lot of folks' interest in old school rave. And also Ian, Dream Frequency's got a Kickstarter and all for his album 30, which is, you know, running alongside my ultrasonic Kickstarter. The punters are going to get out of this bullshit scenario. They're going to get 2 old school albums, and it's a lovely time to be alive. You know, just wear a face mask whilst again, old schoolers are used to wearing face masks full of Vicks. So I mean, that's no phase in the old school. You know, we're the cunts that'll be raving and laughing last. You know,
I enjoyed the track thoroughly enjoyed it. Fantastic. Right, here's something I wanted you to run past you. I don't know if you saw it in London at the weekend. Did you see the vegan activists demonstrating? Did you see this?
No, but already sounds great.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I cannot wait to speak to my husband. So a whole load of vegan activists took over Trafalgar Square in London and turned
How many?
7, and turned the fountains blood red. So
the rascals.
They put dye in the fountains and they turned the water red, right? And then covered themselves in fake blood, right? So I'm just going to read this to you now. I want your reaction, honest reaction. Vegan activists have dyed the Trafalgar Square fountains red in an eye-catching stunt claiming that the government has blood on their hands. Animal Rebellion says the coronavirus pandemic can be linked back to humans exploiting other creatures as they called for an end to animal farming. The group, linked to environmental campaigners Extinction Rebellion, says the crisis could have been prevented and that science suggests 3 out of every 4 new infectious diseases originate from animals. Right? Striking footage shows red-handed activists pouring dye into the fountains and holding up placards while a small number of campaigners socially distance from each other near the water.
It just shows you how fucked up the world is. Socially distancing for a start, campaigners. Right, Barbara, 6 feet away from me, please. We shall not go. Don't get too excited. Don't come too close. We shall not go. We are very upset. Get back from me. Get that mask on. I am outraged. I do not care anymore. You can stand 5 feet next to me. I'm raging. Actually, Alan, come closer. Let's join hands. I'm furious. Pour that dye in the water. Take your mask off and do it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not trying to tell you how to protest, Sandra, but I'm just saying your mask is slipping below the nostrils. Now, we don't want to get into the media for the wrong reasons. Cover your nostrils, Sandra. That's it. Wingspan, 2 meters apart. Now continue. Animals must live.
There's a bunch of 10 wacky vegans with fucking socially distancing rioting. We are outraged. Stand back. We are crazy. We are crazy. Then there's a folk in front of them fucking outraged at the fact that they are socially distancing, demonstrating, and let's say, no, wait, you know, try to put the rules on the go.
What I think
the world's gone mad.
What I find mad about the dying. What about all the pigeons that might go in there for a wee bath?
They've just got a
wee pigeon in the pool going, I'm going to have a bath. Oh, fucking hell.
It's coming out like, oh, what's that? Fucking look at this. Fucking red like a fucking Ferrari. Check it out.
Who done this to my wife?
Watch me go, oh, look at these fucking nonsense. Shit on them. Oi. That's fucking insanity.
Animal Rebellion say other diseases like swine flu can also be linked to farming practices and that plant-based diets are more sustainable and environmentally friendly.
You know, they're probably right?
How?
See, everybody who believes in something, you're probably right? So all you need to do, life's a fucking lottery, man. It genuinely is. If you eat meat, you're fucked. If you don't eat meat, you're fucked. You know, living, you just got to get on with it and not be an asshole. And when you're unlucky enough to fucking get hit with a bus or die of some eating-related disease or virus or whatever, cash in your chips. If you've had a good life up to then, hey, it's just your fucking luck. It's your geographical luck that you're sitting where you're sitting in the religion you're on, what the food you're eating. It's all... Nothing is in your control. You're just fucking scooting through time until some cunt says enough. See you later.
I do think when it comes to stuff like food, people get quite angry about it because I think that a lot of people don't have. And again, this is not for no scientific background, no real fucking knowledge.
I've been listening to you all this time.
Mate, this is just a fat fucking middle-aged guy giving you his opinion, right? Because this is my podcast and I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking.
I thought you were PhD'd up, no?
Mate, you don't see my fucking diploma in the back. Oh, where's my diploma, man?
Of greyness.
A lot of people from their social standing, being vegan or living a plant-based, that isn't an option to them. They don't have the option, right? Because, and I know people sit and go, you should educate yourself, and it's expensive to eat healthy. It is, right? Regardless of what you think. And you can then, the argument for that would then be there are cheaper options or there are cheaper places to shop. Yes, there are, but a lot of people don't have the time. A lot of people don't have the time. A lot of people don't have the education. And the other thing is, a lot of people enjoy. I enjoy.
Don't give a fuck.
I enjoy eating meat. I enjoy the taste of it. No, it's how I was brought up. That's it. If I was brought up eating fucking grass and eating plants, fine, I'd eat that. But I'm brought up eating meat and I enjoy the taste of meat. Right? Since living with the missus, because she's vegetarian, I have cut down the amount of meat that I eat. Now, normally, every night, 7 days a week, lunch and dinner, my meals would pivot around meat. The main thing on my food, my source of protein, would be a meat. Now it differs. I maybe eat meat 3 or 4 times a week, right? And that's probably better for my diet and better for my health. But there are parts of the world, there are cultures that are intrinsically tied with meat. For example, Argentina, one of the biggest beef producers in the world, the Gauchos, it's part of their upbringing, it's part of their history, their culture.
Through just geographical potluck that you were born there, brought up there, and submerged in that culture.
Even
when there's no choice, it's just what happens.
Even when the missus was in China, right? There's some parts of China that she hated because everything they have has got meat in it. Everything, right? So even she'll say things like, you know, I don't eat meat, and I go, why? They cannot comprehend why you wouldn't eat meat, because they had a ban on meat because there wasn't enough to feed anybody. So there are people who grew up most of their adult life never been able to have meat because they couldn't afford it. Now, you know, the economy's growing, people have got money, they can have meat whenever they want, so they can't understand why you would choose not to have meat. So this whole idea about the kind of vegan movement and the lifestyle, no one can argue or disagree that, you know, changing your diet up and including more fruit and veg isn't a bad thing, but it gets on people's nerves when it comes to this militant side going, you shouldn't have fucking eat animals. You're like, listen, have you tasted a really good hamburger, hen? It's fuck a good steak, man.
You're missing a bit of meat up your vag, you cow.
See, now you've taken that too far.
I know, but I just get angry inside.
But it turns you on.
It is. But I just think, you know, it's not like I just go on with my life, right? And if I upset somebody, I'm sorry, right? But I just go on with my life. I like steak.
How would you feel? How would you feel if the government came on next week and said, "Listen, wearing a face mask is now mandatory whenever you leave your residential accommodation"?
What's that got to do with what we were talking about, the food?
And
you have to eat your food through a straw.
And from the 20th of July, there is a global ban on meat products.
If they come up with some,
how would you feel?
If they come up with some reason that I thought I could latch on with, I would just ride it out and get on with it.
You'd gear up steak for life, mate, for
I would
life.
also think about getting animals to grow
slaughter.
and eat. I mean, I'm on the verge of getting a pig the new just to kind of get the big barbecue thing.
No, you couldn't do that, mate. No pigs.
No, I couldn't do that, but I get her dad out to sort it out.
No,
she knows how to do that. You're
going about this the wrong way, mate. A cow, yes, because they're generally one of the stupidest animals that has ever existed on earth. How a cow, if a cow makes it through its life to the point where it can be slaughtered, is a miracle. If you had a pig, I guarantee within 6 months that pig's living in your house.
You'd be attached to it.
They
it's
are
like the chickens as well.
creatures.
I don't feel as if I know I couldn't eat my chickens, right? I know that for a fact because they're my pets. But here is how insane it all gets and all. You automatically think it's all right to eat some animals and no the other. No, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. That's just how your mind's programmed. Like you went, oh, cows are thick as shit. It's all right to eat them, but pigs can't eat them.
No, you can eat a pig.
It shows you the absurdity of it.
You can eat a pig.
I've never ate a dog.
Right.
That I've known of. I've eaten some dodgy Chinese.
Hey, well, you've eaten a dog, mate. And a seagull. And a seagull.
Right. Who's to say you wouldn't like it? It's just because we're programmed and been brought up to know that dogs are pets and we don't eat them. Now, imagine a world where cows were our pets and dogs were what we grew and ate.
Well, in parts in India, they don't eat cows as sacred animals. That's why they walk the streets.
Because as well, you have a cow in your house, the big shites and all that, they just fall out their asses. There's no warning. A cow doesn't go like that, scratch the door and go, you better take us out for a walk. Oh, there you go. And it's massive. I just think, you know, it just freaks me out, right? Because
see the thing about dogs,
the amount of talking, nothing's going to fix anything. It's just going to be our views, which aren't the right views. It's just opinions. But people who think their opinions is the right thing and the only way, I think they're the ones that are the problem.
I mean, you've nailed it a wee bit there with the dog thing, because I see everyone posts it all the time, right? And it's just shocking. It's shock value.
It's horrible,
right? And it's people like they'll show videos of like the dogs being burnt alive and been cooked alive, right? But again, if you can detach yourself from the horror that you're seeing and understand that's a cultural thing, right? For example, here we have farms that have cows, pigs, chickens, whatever, livestock on large parts of fields and grass. They're brought in, they're slaughtered humanely. In that culture, that is what they do. That's how. So people you can't just say to them, what you're doing is disgraceful, you're wrong, you should be in the jail, it's horrible. They're like, well, we've been doing this for hundreds of years. We don't know.
Right, until the internet came along and somebody fucking
there's going to be a
a
discussion of it and go, right, listen, we do that differently here. What do you mean? It's just everyone seems to want to just jump straight on with it. You can't do that and everybody's dying. I watched a video the other day of a guy who works, it's an American company, and they 3D print a steak, a plant-based steak. So they load all this stuff in a 3D printer and it prints a steak and then he fries it. And I'm like, what Like that is pure.
That's fucking.
I mean,
future
it's
shit.
not a meat stick. It's plant based, right? It's vegan,
And it's came out a 3D printer. That's
and it's came out a
insanity.
3D printer, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? What the fuck is going? And the other thing was, this was so when I'm doing a bit of work, I'll have YouTube playing and it just plays videos, different things. And one of the ones was a cooking show. So this
Birds getting shagged, midgets. Just I can imagine the background.
explosions,
YouTube.
just explosions, midgets shagging while they explode. Was it you that sent me the video of the wee guy getting flung up in the
Mario and Luigi.
Mario Luigi? I just like it because when the wee guy with his legs are going like that. And then the other guy when he says we've taken all the air out and they fucking shot the cunt like 90 feet in the air.
I love the way how the wee guys are just so up for it, right?
Oh,
Because you
aye.
know they've been beat up all their lives, and if they don't go with the bad boys and do what they're told, they'll just keep on doing.
I think if I was a little person, I would be in my head. I'd feel like I'm indestructible.
Oh yeah, because have you ever? Like, I think wee things are just mere action packed and fucking. You know, they're stronger.
Take me in abuse.
Because I imagine just like rattling, punching them. They would just take
Why
it.
would you? We don't condone violence towards little people at all in this show.
or anyone. But the fire name into the sky
Was
is
hilarious.
wrong, and as wrong and absurd as it is genuinely one of the funniest things I have ever seen in my life.
And the when the wee Luigi guy who doesn't even go half his height is trying to say, "Oh, I went as high as him," you're like, "Mate, what are you talking about?" And the thing is, the wee guy who's dressed as Mario, he went perfectly straight in the air because he almost landed exactly where he took off, pure spinning as soon as he
What's
went.
fucking dynamite about it, right? Is like, you know, everybody else can appreciate how high it is, but these cunts are half the size of everybody, so it's twice as high. So you're going, holy fuck, he's shot right into there. You can't think they fucking took into orbit.
I thought I'd left the stratosphere.
See the wee guy and he swam out. He swam back in. He's going, wow, man, that was just awesome. And I've shot right in there. It didn't hurt at all. Hey, where's my mustache?
It was when they edited it. And then see when it hits the water, it goes bloop. We need to try and post that video somewhere.
I posted it on the hashtag Facebook page, man. It's fucking unbelievable. You know, like, it was one of the ones where
As soon as I was watching it, I could imagine your wee face pissing yourself.
I was like I half to laughing out. But I was watching it, I was going, oh, all right, some cunt, some midgets. This is going to be. Then I just went, hold on, and they fired them.
Wait a minute.
The laughter that just came out my bowels. I was doing a shite at the time as well, man.
When I was sitting in the sofa watching it last night, and all I could think of going, Mal's going to be having a heart attack watching this. It was when he hit the wall and it just goes, bloop. He's going round the fan.
Oh,
Good times, man. Good times.
I mean, here's another thing I know. There's no debating that they guys are exploiting the wee midget guys, right? But they're on board and they're having a laugh with it. You either get in on it and don't be offended and just get on with it, and you become part of it. You know, you're laughing. I mean, that's what we're doing here as well. We're laughing at ourselves, right? They wee midgets, all right, they're getting fired into the stratosphere, but they're laughing at themselves.
Hey, I'd be
and just
laughing
enjoying it.
if an able-bodied person was getting rattled up at this guy as well.
Wouldn't it be funny? But you know, there's just something about that wee tiny body getting fired right in his space.
It's the legs. It's the Speedy's legs that I can't get over with. I'm just like, this is absolutely amazing.
The second boy Mario that get fired up, there was no movement in him. He just spun 360.
I think it's because the weight of his head took him round.
Can you imagine?
He's 80% heat. He's half fucking.
The heat was central. He was just spinning in his legs were doing a fucking orbit of his heat.
Mate, his head's like Earth and his body's like the moon, right? And it's just fucking. His wee size 2 feet were like the fucking rings of Saturn when he's head.
We're going to hell, man. We're going to hell. I went to school with a boy who's got size 5 feet, and he loved it, man. He used to wear bird shoes.
Oh, the kids' sannies.
He wear Lassie's trainers and like Lassie's Timbies.
Every time I try to reach out to somebody, you know, there was a deaf guy at my college, and I had learnt a bit of sign, and I went to sign
hello, and I hadn't even got fucking finished. He just went, fuck off,
No.
because he thought I was taking the piss at him.
Mate,
And I was
I'm
genuinely
sure
trying to communicate and say hello.
I've told you the story at one Christmas. My gran got up for the table and she's like, right, there's been something that I've wanted to say to you all these. And I'm like, you're pregnant. I'm like, here we go. And then she started doing sign language to my dad because my dad's deaf. And my dad just looked at all of us like, what? And then she sat down. She went, what do you think of that? And I went, I don't speak sign language. My gran had spent 8 weeks at the fucking town hall learning sign language. And my dad doesn't speak sign language.
I like that, just for the fact he's like, fuck, it's everybody else's problem. It's no
The
mine.
old Agnes, she was like, it's my way to line dancing. And she wasn't. She was going to fucking sign language classes, trying to speak to my dad, who's deaf, but can talk, doesn't know sign language.
Does he lip read then?
He can lip read, aye.
I watched Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
You're fucking
Aye.
fantastic.
Oh, fuck you, Phil, you're a fucking dick.
Hear No Evil, See No Evil is brilliant.
Aye. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman.
Even that wouldn't get made now when he holds the woman up with his hard on. She hangs a gun, he's just standing with a wee stoner.
He's a wee some set of jabs on her, didn't she? Man? And he's got the fucking, you hold it right there. And then he's up, gives her a wee kiss. And then he opens the door and he's still got the wee stoner.
They just don't make him like that anymore. I mean, they just don't make him like that anymore.
Richard Pryor and all, man, just his face makes me, he's fucking such a genius when he's playing the blind guy. You can tell, you know, his eyes are all wide as fuck. You can tell he is cooked out his brains in every fucking scene.
Again, movies were different back then. They expected you to be coked out. You're not. Nah, I mean,
man. The next one
It's a
on my
great film.
playlist is what's the one they're in the jail? Stir Crazy. I want to watch that, man.
I've never seen that. Stuck crazy.
Oh, see, to be fair, on hindsight, a lot of these films, I watched The Breakfast Club and all, still brilliant, but
I don't really like The Breakfast Club.
Well, all the 80s films that I'm watching again, none of them just gave me the exact feeling of when I first watched them. And Hear No Evil, See No Evil was another one. I thought that's great, but you could edit that down to like less than an hour, get it for what, you know, it's all drawn out. Interestingly, I know, who's that fucking mad piddy fiddler? He was in it.
Piddy fiddler?
Aye, he was played the English bad man. Kaiser Soze. Kevin
Spacey?
He was in here.
Oh, he wasn't a pedo.
He tickled some wee boy, did he know?
No, I don't know, did he?
Aye,
he's
he's
just
fucking
men.
disappeared for fucking Peedly Feedly.
No,
He was in it.
Wayne's.
He was in it. And I was thinking to myself, wow, I'm surprised Netflix no even removed that because fucking he is in it. So, I watched it and I thought, amazing, but it just never hit the spot. I've got like Coming to America, Stir Crazy, and a few other ones.
Coming to America, man. What a movie.
Sexual Chocolate. So many fucking amazing bits of Coming to America. But I know I need to be like 6 cans deep to really laugh like I did when I first watched it. I can't watch it. You can't watch the film sober and go, I think your expectations are too high now. Even just on.
See, because there's so many comedies now that are shit. Like, there's not been a really good comedy film for years. And the problem is when you find one that's brilliant, every time you watch it back, it's never as good as that first time.
Well,
you just
I'll
enjoy it more.
I'll
Right.
disagree with you there.
Okay.
The last genuine film that made me laugh, and I've watched more and more, and it's still as equally as funny as Ron Burgundy.
Anchorman.
Anchorman.
Yeah. Do you know when
Something
that
about
came out?
that just appeals to me.
That came out 2004.
Fuck me.
Almost 16 years ago. Now, I would agree with you. Anchorman was fucking brilliant when it came out.
Quotable start to finish.
But you tell me, that's 16 years ago.
I know, fucking hell. You know what? I actually get.
And do you know what?
Sorry.
Anchorman would not have been made now.
New. I know. I nearly get chucked off an international flight. Flight.
Sky rockets
I was on
at
flight.
night. Afternoon delight.
Oh. Gotta love that woman, gonna treat her right, gonna give her afternoon delight. Ooh, got the feeling and it takes down low.
See these like, there's
Unbelievable,
going to be there's a woman in the office. I hear their periods attract bears. Do you hear that? Bears. You want bears in the office?
Hi, this is your doctor here. You're knocked up pretty bad.
70% of the time, it works every time.
Scotch down in my belly.
It's one of the best films. It's one of the best films ever, man. It's one of the best films ever.
The squirrel was denied a bank loan.
I know the Human Torch. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
A bank loan.
See, he's like, "Go fuck yourself, San Diego." Who put that on the teleprompter? I'm Ron Burgundy. Who put a question mark on the teleprompter?
Ron Burgundy, you better go wash your big poop mouth out.
And he's like, "Do you need money? Like, do you need money? You gonna wash your big poop mouth?"
I hate you, Ron Burgundy, you big poop mouth.
That was when Steve Carell was the weather guy. All these people.
That's fucking brilliant. Did somebody have a trident? Yeah, I think someone got killed.
No, he's
Wow.
like, yeah, I killed him. No, he's like, I killed a man. I got out of hand. That escalated quickly. I killed a man.
Brett, you should lay low. That really got out of hand.
Loud noises. Mate, what a film, man.
Every bit of that film was fucking. Even the. Every bit of that film is fucking unbelievable. And all the cameos in it, everything. And you're right, it wouldn't get made now.
No.
You know, cunts playing the Mexican news channel and all this, all the stereotypes. Unbelievable, man. That was the last fucking comedy.
I'm reading these quotes. He said, "Yeah, I stabbed a man in the heart." He says, "I saw that. You killed a guy." "Did you throw a trident?" He says, "Yeah, there were horses. There was a man on fire. I killed the guy with a trident." Red brick. I've been meaning to talk to you about this. You find yourself a safe house. You gotta lay low. Look, this quote, Ron Burgundy, "You have an absolutely breathtaking hiney." See when he starts playing the flute as well, fucking jazz flute.
Coming out from under the tables now.
San Diego, whale's vagina.
Vagina. Translated,
I-
whale's vagina.
Whale's vagina. I don't think that's right. No, it is. That's correct. Oh, mate, I'm just.
And a
reading
lot of
some
that
these
was all ad-libbed. Him, all the characters and all that. A lot of it was just all fucking. There's takes and takes, and they just go with the best bits.
Oh, I saw a lot of it is improv, aye.
That's
So they have
dynamite,
they have
man.
a rough idea of like what the scene should be, and they just go off on it. Some of the stuff that's on YouTube, the outtakes of that are fucking unbelievable, man.
I actually seen somebody's trying to call out. Who's the guy's name who plays Ron Burgundy? Will Ferrell.
Uh-huh.
They're trying to call him out
Is it pedo?
just for being like the fucking the millennials are trying to call him out because there was a brilliant scene, an outtake of what is that? Eastbound and Down. Do you see how he plays the Mercedes?
I've
the
never seen that.
BMW.
Eastbound and Down?
Eastbound, Scott. If there's a show that I think you would love, and I'm surprised you've known. I spoke about it before.
Is it a
It's the
TV
guy,
show?
Danny, the other comedian, Danny something. He plays a kind of washed up American football or baseball player. He plays.
Oh, right. I think you've told me about this before.
Right? You need, if you do anything that
Eastbound and Down.
start for series 1. It's unbelievable, right? Will Ferrell plays a BMW dealer ownership in it, right?
Right.
And the outtakes of that are some of the. I'm talking grating, man, with fucking laughter, right? So
Right.
there's a bit in it. I've never seen this, but somebody's posted it went. It's about time somebody outed Will Ferrell, try to make a big deal of it, right?
Yep.
And it's like the guy he loses his Mercedes or his dealership, and he meets the Danny McBride character who's pushing his child,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And he's like, "Listen, I could fuck you up right now." Right? And he's like to his pal, and he's like, say his name's Chad, he's like, "Chad." No, I'm talking about the Wayne is in a pram like a fucking toddler. And he goes like that to the guy, "Scott, take your penis out and stick it in that child's mouth." And the Danny McBride guy's like, I swear to God, that's my blood. You do that, I'll fucking kill you. And the guy's like, walking towards the pram with a horn in his hand. And he's like, I was only messing, I wouldn't do that. But just to come up with mad shit. And again, it's comedy, it's funny.
Here's the thing, right? There's not a person on this planet who thinks that having sex with children is allowed or acceptable, but there's something funny about it.
It's just so fucking shockingly funny.
Stick your penis in that child's mouth. You're like, what?
And the guy was last lit. The two of them, the guy went, and then he stopped him.
It's okay.
Obviously.
It's okay.
I
would have done it. I would have done it.
He's like, this child's my blood, and I swear to God, if you stick your cock in his mouth, I will fuck you up.
Mate, I've just googled the image here, and I can see Will Farrell in some kind of big blonde wig.
Aye, big blonde fucking mullet. And there's another scene in it, my favourite scene, where the Danny McBride's a baseball player, and there's this other, who's the black guy with the afros and all the comedy films with him? Can't remember his name either.
I don't think he's in the American Office. He's brilliant.
The two of them are about to fight, right? And they're fucking like head to head, ready to fight. And the fucking Will Ferrell guy's right in it, and he's like, I can feel this. I can feel this down deep in my plums. He's trying to build up this fucking fight. And he's like, it reminds me of that time the sun was blowing in through my window. I was making hard love with my wife. My boy walked in. And my wife said, stop, honey, stop. I said, no, let the boy watch. And this is him trying to G them up to get a fight.
That's the first video that's on the YouTube playlist. It says,
with the two of them fighting.
Eastbound and down, I can feel it in my plums.
My plums. It's fucking unbelievable.
I will watch this. This can be good. I've needed something to watch, man.
Man, I think I will try and source that and watch it for the start. Because see, when it did come out, it was pretty, whoa, it was, like, is it Danny McBride? That's the guy's character, isn't it?
Yep, that's the guy who plays him.
He is he's quite hard hitting, and he must be a good few years old now. But that is eye-wateringly funny, man. Fucking hell, Eastbound and Down.
It says there's four seasons of it as well, so that's a good chunk to watch.
And they just get more offensive as it goes on.
Good. I'm glad.
It's frighteningly bad. Good.
Right, we better wrap this one up, mate.
That's a Patreon one. We can fucking give them a wee bit extra,
We can.
We've not actually spoke about anything other funny. Any funny stuff there, Scott?
Anything you want to discuss? Anything you want to talk about? I'm just trying to see if there's
questions for the Patreonage?
No, because like I said, mate, and I apologise again at the start, I actually thought this was... I'm going to have to put something up in the office that reminds me, because I honestly thought this was a episode for everybody. And
it's backfired on you.
It has big time, because I've not looked at the post. Wait to see if there's any...
I can feel it in my plums. I'm just going into the Patreon app. 101 Patreons.
Podcast
and
questions.
at least two of them are a spy. That's fantastic news.
Right, questions. Here we go. Space Station, we've asked that. We've asked that one. Guide Dog, you're a burglar. We've asked that one.
Or do we do answer the questions on the Council episode for everyone? The patrons. It's like an officers' club, a gentleman's club, if you will.
Stephen Kelly has asked, who would be your ultimate danger ride? I don't really know what that means.
A danger ride is, my understanding is.
Is this an inertial thing? Is this a
psycho bird or guy that you would have mega sex, right, but they would be a fucking full bag of works.
You're going to live in fear. Like the house of cards could come tumbling down about you.
The 90s were full of danger rides for me, man.
Mate, my life is a danger ride.
The danger ride was full of it. That's the title of your autobiography.
The 90s, full of danger rides.
No, just your autobiography. Mallorca Lee, danger ride.
And then, and is it parentheses? I can feel it in my plums. Close brackets.
I can feel way down deep in my plums.
Steve, I feel as if Stephen Kelly is reaching out to us here because he himself has recently experienced a danger ride and he's looking for some advice. I would say change your name, move to a different tune, or good old-fashioned murder is never take off the table.
You could put yourself in a different, it doesn't need to be you right now, right? Like, I would imagine, a good few years ago, that Susie McGuire would be a danger ride.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Remember asking a danger ride.
That was the best thing I love about that woman is like, if that was role reversed, see if her husband put a shoe up her ass, he'd be in the jail now.
Aye.
Like then I'm talking 20 or 30 years in the jail.
100%.
Right?
Poor guy, man. He gets abused and it's just like, fucking hell, you're a poof.
And
And she's a fucking legend.
Exactly.
We talk about the injustice in the world. That poor guy get kicked down a flight of stairs and then got a fucking stiletto right up his fucking shiter.
And Susie, she's a strong woman. She got these shoes. They were right good Prada Jimmy Choos, and she fucking bought them with her own wages. She's got every right to stick it up that man's poofy ass because he fucking probably deserved it because he wasn't a good ride. He just had a fancy car and a lovely house. That's all she gave her.
See if that guy. Imagine if that was the other way around. Imagine he kicked her down a flight of stairs and then put a shoe up her ass. She kicked him down a flight. Apparently, the story she kicked him down a flight of stairs, and then as he's on like all fours at the bottom of the stairs, look, what's just happened? She's like, take that up the trumpet.
You're a fucking me dick.
A full stiletto shoe right up his.
Hey, you could just, you can imagine, can't you? She's just done a radio show. She's out with the boys for a drink, right? She's fucking just jarring them back and all that. She's at the fucking prime of her life, the peak of her career. She's probably get pumped in the bog at the work and all that. Just, I'm fucking invincible. Mad weight, up the road. And he's like, hi, honey, making her dinner. She's like,
What you doing with the tofu salad, darling? I fucking tell you, I want booze and pot noodles, you fucking wee dick, you.
She's like, but I just thought, we're in a better higher bracket. We need to start looking after ourselves, Susie.
Get fucking the gear on and up these stairs. You're getting it, you wee cow.
But Susie, we said we would romance, Susie. We at least watch something on telly first.
Get up the fucking stairs, you fucking dick.
she's just riding him, rotting and tapping. He's like trying to hold it together. I have to keep her.
No, he's crying. He's crying.
Can I at least get a cuddle?
Shut it and fucking man me, you cunt.
And then he gets kicked down a flight of stairs and a high heel up his ass.
Get out, you're useless. I don't care what school you went to. Get the fuck.
But can we at least talk about this? Can we talk about this?
Fuck off, you wee dick.
Whack down the stairs, man.
What? He's standing by the bedside door going, do you know what? Life with you can't get any worse.
Get it? No, I'll fucking show you.
She's probably slammed the door on him, knocked him back out of the stairs.
Aye.
Down the stairs.
I love the fact that she just went, finish him. She's no thought, console him or no, push him down a flight of stairs. She's like,
right, you bastard. Fucking shit clacky. Right up there, shiter.
that's some aim she's got on her. A high
Can you
heel.
imagine the skin tearage about his wee sphincter?
Oh, God.
I wonder if it's just one clean bullseye or she's jabbed a few times.
Again,
And then found the danger spot.
she's back on the radio. Then I
Is
think, mate, she's got back working. Can you imagine what would happen if any guy had did
shut
that to
down,
his
man.
wife?
Shut down.
Forget the fact that, can you imagine a radio presenter, right? Not even pushing the flights. Can you imagine it came out, a radio presenter attacked his wife? You're like, what did he do? Did he punch her? No. He held her down and shoved a high heel up her ass. You'd be in the jail. You'd be
Castrate
in
him,
the
get
jail.
him fucking locked up for life.
And that is the world we live in.
What was hold on before we go, right? I don't really know much about the Susie McGuire thing other than the kicked him down the stairs is a new revelation to me, right? They should actually make a film or at least a shit STV documentary about this. What was her punishment? She get taken off the radio for a couple of months or years or what?
I think so.
Because she was like a media darling, wasn't she? She was happening. I think she was for Irvine. She was doing the Shire. She's like fucking God's country.
It says radio star Susan McGuire husband accepts £30,000 out of court divorce settlement.
Oh, you want me on that, mate?
Derrick Mitchell wanted 40 grand but agreed to 30 after the divorce hearing was stated and adjourned at Paisley Sheriff Court.
Derek, you're taking that and you're fucking liking it, you wee cow. I know where you stay. I'll be doing, I'll batter fuck at you every night till I get back on the tranny.
It's mental to think that, and what I love about it as well is that they've put the picture in the paper, right, which is the scum rag, is like her looking all depressed and sad as if she's the victim. When she's
This
the
has
one
been a
that's
nightmare for me.
rattled the poor boy's ass with a fucking shoe. The estranged
Imagine that
husband.
poor boy.
I know.
You're
You're gonna get it.
What have you been up to? I've not been out much. Bad breakup and that. Who's you straight away? Susie McGuire. Oh, you that cunt going to shoot up his ass? You fucking.
Every-
But that's.
oh, that wee one slipped out there at the end.
No, but that's what fucking the majority of fucking.
That's when the whole
guys are
pub
gonna
stall's
go.
going, what did you just say?
But that's exactly what's happened. The reason why she's not been thrown in jail and the key flung away is because folk go like that. He must have been a fucking lightweight. He fucking bats for our team that in. She's fucking not been getting the meat hammer and just went right.
Oh, hold on, right now. It sounds as if, again, but this is paper talk. Now, they're making it, this story is certainly on Susie McGuire's side. And I don't know the full story, right, but it says, both radio star Susie, 46, and Derrick Mitchell were at Paisley Sheriff Court. The same sheriff who heard Mitchell's trial granted a divorce. Speaking afterwards, the 37-year-old accountant, doesn't look like accountant, says all the best to Susie with upcoming marriage number 4. McGuire had been married twice. He was her third husband. DJ announced in April that she had got engaged to construction boss Kevin Irvin, right? So she's engaged again to some old fucking other guy. In January last year, sheriff sentenced the alcoholic to a 2-year community payback order, which is due to come to an end in January. The order required
Susie's an alcoholic.
Says the order required him to carry out 300 hours paid work, attend alcoholic counselling, be supervised by social workers for 2 years, and attend the Change Domestic Violence program, which helps violent partners change their ways. As she
Susie's partner, the guy who got shot up his ass, was an alcoholic.
Well, maybe this is a different one. Maybe this isn't the shoot up the arse then. Maybe this is another.
Aye, because any shoot up the arse one, that'd be the main headline.
I'm just going to Google.
Argument, or
I'm just going to Google Susie McGuire shoe arse and see what comes up.
But here's the thing: maybe the papers have twisted it, and he never even got a shoe up his ass. She maybe just flung the shoe at him.
Shoe
and it landed.
I've put this is my Google search, man. Susie McGuire, shoe, husband, bum. Right, here we go.
Susie!
Is that the same guy? It is Derrick Mitchell, right? Radio presenter Susie McGuire beat her husband with a host of household implements during a violent bust-up at their home. Court documents claimed last night. Mum of 4, I never knew she had kids, man.
Imagine going to school and everybody like, your mum's fuck. They all probably know she's mental. Right, I think she's for Irvin, right? So there's a wee bit of me that goes, on yourself, hen, fucking, she's for Ayrshire. She knows how to handle herself, taking no shit. I like that.
Mum of 4, McGuire is alleged to have chased Derrick Mitchell, 34, knocked him down a flight of stairs and stamped on his head. It is claimed the DJ then yanked down his shorts and underwear before carrying out an incident of assault on his bottom with a shoe heel. She's went proper fucking cell block H on him. She's a mate. I'm just going to read that again. Attacked him with a household implements, chased him round the house, knocked him down a flight of stairs, stamped on his head, then yanked down his shorts and underwear and stuck a high heel up his ass. You know, she is off her nut.
No, I think that answers Stephen Kelly's question. It would be.
That is danger. I mean, she is the danger with a capital D. And then it says here, the Clyde One host who returned to the airwaves 2 weeks after maternity leave faces trial at Paisley Sheriff Court in September. The alleged incidents took place at the couple's home in Eaglesham, obviously, December of last year, which was December of 2016. 2015.
Well, here's the thing I know, right? Even on me and you's reaction to what actually happened, we're laughing at that assault on some poor guy. But the fact that it's a man, it's a man, you can't take it serious. See, if it was a woman, we wouldn't be laughing. We'd be going, "Holy fuck!
No,
You done what?
let's
What a
just
fucking
say-
horrible guy!"
we're obviously laughing about this, right? But hey, somebody said I shoot up their arsehole. No, what we're saying is domestic violence is shocking. I was certainly brought up to say you never hit women, right? You never hit women. And if you're in the situation where a woman's attacking you, you just leave, you just walk away, right? I've been in that situation in the past. You just walk away. You just get yourself out of that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as I'm reading this here, it says the charges exclusively the ex-breakfast show favourite McGuire shouted at accountant Derrick in a threatening or abusive manner, right? So she's graphing that, "You fucking cunt, you bastard." She then allegedly pursued him, forced to open a bathroom door, and repeatedly shouted and acted aggressively. So he's been like, "I'm fuck this, you fucking cow." Went out of the toilet for a shite or a wank, and she's kicked the door in, kept it going, and then she started.
He's maybe had a danger wank in the bog while she's shouting away at him.
She started hitting him with household items, knocked him down a flight of stairs, punched and kicked him, stamped on his head and body. So he's obviously lying at the bottom of the stairs, thinking that he's
taking
dead.
it like a real gentleman.
And she's volleying him, kicking him in the head, and then went, "Right, you," and she stuck her. Now, here's the other thing as well. See if Susan McGuire had been attacking him, hitting him with stuff, kicking him down a flight of stairs, kicking in his head, kicking his body, putting a shoe up his arse. See if he had fucking jabbed him the chops.
I stood up and
That'd
just
have
went, "Bosh."
That'd have been that game over. He'd have been in the jail.
Aye. How mad is that full thing?
Mate, I never knew. I knew that he get kicked down a flight of stairs and a shoe up his arse. I never knew that she chased him through the house, was hitting him with stuff, and then kicked him in the heat.
It's fucking mental, isn't it? I mean, she must be able to. She must be either like for a mad family, for Irvin or something, right? Like brought up fighting her way through the scheme, right? Either maybe big bras or a big family, just fighting to be able to be not just a woman, but to be able to be confident enough to batter your man. I can't get my head around that. You know, like we can all lose our temper, we can all shout at each other, but it takes a certain type of psycho of a man or a woman to batter the one that they love. That's just insanity, right? A woman not just doing them in, physically and mentally hurting them. It's so hard to get your fucking head round about.
I know. It's
and we're laughing about it.
I mean, the thing I find with like people like Susan McGuire, and oddly, there was a time, mate, when like Clyde One was like this big radio station. You're like, what the fuck? But again, it's because of Scotland and the West. There's this mentality, right, where I know people, and it's sad to see it, where they just want to be Glasgow famous, and that's what Susan McGuire is. It's these people who, because they're afraid of like being found out for having no real talent, they want to be Glasgow famous. They want to be able to like walk down Bray Head and people go, "Oh my God, they're so and so," or walk down Buchanan Street and be mobbed. That's all they want. They've got no real desire to like fulfill themselves.
That wee bubbles.
Aye, that's all they want.
In their mind, that's it. Aye,
that's it. And then what happens is when they're allowed to distill in that bubble, they think they're genuine superstars, and you're like, no, what's going on here? But take all that aside, the fact that the woman is battered fuck out her husband, knocked him down a flight of stairs, and then stuck her shoe up her ass, and then never went to jail, nothing happened, is mind blowing.
Can you imagine being the judge through the back? Right, Your Honour, we're just going to case 41725 with Susan McGuire. There's a domestic abuse. Okay, guys, fill us in. Say it's here, Your Honour, that. Oh, no way. Listen, if you'd just like to take a moment, Constable, conduct yourself in a professional manner and tell us exactly what went on. Okay, Your Honour, sorry. It says here that she...
Can you imagine a police sitting like... I'd have respect for the police then. I'm like, at least this cunt's got a sense of humour.
No, and the judge is like, listen, officer, I'll tell you one more time. This is a serious matter. Some woman has been, I don't know what, but your actions here and your laughter is making a mockery of what this poor woman's went through. No, Governor, you don't understand.
It's her husband.
It was the woman that. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to read it for yourself. Give me that paper here, you imbecile. You are fucking kidding me. You what? No, this kid. And the two of them must have been fawning about with a wee whiskey, laughing their asses off. Right, come on, straighten my wig. Is this on? Right, let's go out and deal with this. I have to see this cow.
This cow.
No,
I'd want to know the size of the heel.
oh,
I want to know if it's a wee kitten heel or if it's a big fucking stripper heel.
I would want to know if it was just one, I hate you, and it's just connected, or it's been stab,
The
jackpot.
thing is as well, she's known exactly what she's doing because she's no stabbed him with a shoe and it's gone through his boxers. She's pulled his shorts down, pulled his boxers down, and then shoved something up his ass.
Do you think there might have been a kink there, and this is maybe
Listen,
spilt out?
here, I'm here to tell you right now, it's 2020. See if you want to put a finger in your ass, there's fucking nothing wrong with that. Don't be ashamed of
A
yourself. Right?
stiletto.
That's a bit different. Again, if
Well,
you want to
listen,
put a high heel up your fucking ass, who cares,
rolling
man?
about. Aye.
But I don't think there's anybody who wants to get kicked down a flight of stairs first and then fucking have a shoe up their ass.
Aye, I know. When you don't want it, there's a time and
Do
a
you know,
place.
joking aside, right? I know we're having a laugh here, but this is a perfect example of the social injustice, if you like, that still exists, right? Now, I know we're laughing about it and we're joking, but here's the thing. There are people who are having their careers ruined, their life cancelled because of something they did in the past. And then you've got a woman who has physically assaulted her husband. Now, we're all in agreement. If that was the other way around, he's in the jail, right?
And beat up regularly by
Aye.
anybody in it.
Completely shunned for society. The other side of this as well, there will be men, there could even be men listening to this,
Who get beat
who
up by
are
a partner.
in a household that are abused physically, mentally, every single day. And because things like this, where it isn't, they are afraid to speak to
To
anybody.
speak out, I know.
I mean, that's the sad truth on it.
I suppose you have to commend Susie McGuire's husband for actually standing up and going, I've had enough of this. I have to go and speak. I have to charge her.
Aye,
You
yep.
know, like, we've probably all been in relationships with fucking nut jobs. And you know, there's probably things happen that you could quite easily go, listen, I could get you done with the mad shit you're doing here.
Aye.
But you
Yep.
go, right, listen, let's just fucking move on. And you fin away and you break up for that relationship. But to be trapped in a relationship and forced to turn to the police to help you get out that relationship.
Horrible.
It's
Because you
horrible,
will-
but
you will- as a
commendable by
man,
the
you-
guy, but he's a fucking
Aye.
laughingstock now.
But as a man, you will be judged. You will be judged. And
Holy
that's the sad thing as well. If you're in an abusive relationship as a man and you go and you need to get the police involved, or even if you went to your mates and you need to get help, you will be judged the rest of your life. And that's wrong. I know
Aye.
we're laughing about this, right? And you can
Well-
make a joke at it, but there will be men who are trapped in abusive relationships and have got nowhere to turn.
That's hot. I mean, imagine this and all. This is another wee twisted thing came into my mind, right? Susie McGuire's just fucking, it's just one of the countless nights she's smashed her guy's fucking head off the wall. You know, treated him like a fucking, you know, a bit of shit in her shoe. And then she's out with her pals, fucking mad with it, steaming. Aye, Derek was doing my fucking boxing. Susie, you should fucking leave him. It's not working. I've got it under wraps, but I just fucking smashed his head against the wall. I says, you better get the fucking dinner ready when I get back, you wee dick. And I've just walked out and, you know, hold on, I'm going to phone him now. I'm coming home in now. You better get the house cleaned and get the fucking dinner ready or you are fucking dead, Derek. Hang up.
Mate,
Our girlfriends
mate.
are like, whoo, you're
Mate.
fucking, that's how you treat them, Susie. Treat them mean.
I've just
keen,
found,
Susie.
mate, I've just found a news article.
But what I'm saying, before you jump to your news article,
no, it's based on
her
this. It's Susan
her
McGuire.
social circle will guaranteed will have been supporting her being the dominant one, and her sister's doing it for herself.
Now, I should say that we don't have all the information, and this is something that we're talking about based on shitey journalists reporting for years ago. Also,
Right.
it claims here that he has been violent in the past towards her and allegedly broke her fingers during an argument the previous year, right? So
Mhm.
what's happened here is they're both as bad as each other. He's a scumbag. She's a scumbag. They've got together. They've had a scumbag wedding and it's all fucking went pear-shaped. But the dirty bastard, this is why I hate journalists. They've got a picture here, mate, of the police evidence, which is a pair of his bloody boxer shorts that he had on when she busted his ass.
Is it quite a lot of blood on him?
It's a lot of blood, man. Aye.
Fuck it. So she's punctured.
She's punctured
and
his ass, and he's
bosh.
grim.
How good a
Grim,
reality
grim,
TV show would that have been to catch all that on
Oh
camera?
my God, man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
Going back to my point, right?
Mitchell,
If she-
37, told the police in 2012 that he had a stiletto heel stuck up his ass.
Imagine being the guy at the front desk. You'd have what? I beg your pardon?
You'd have to open the door and go, cancel that coffee. I'm gonna be 5 minutes on this one. Sorry,
No,
sir,
but
can you say that again?
Hold on a minute, Derek. Before I take your statement, I'd just like to get a few other boys from the back. Come on. Alan, Jim, come out the front here. We've got a fucking guy saying he's a stiletto up his arse. You wouldn't believe it. Come on.
Jesus.
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. No, so if I can imagine Susie talking to her pals and all her pals going, girl power, Susie, you fucking tell him you've had enough of his shit. If a man went into a group of men and went, I just fucking slapped her and tell her, get the fucking tea out. All your mates will be like, here, what are you doing, you fucking dick?
Yeah, but that's the side of that kind of male pack mentality that people don't want to. I can remember being younger, like maybe 13, 14, and we found out that somebody, like one of our friends at school, punched his girlfriend. We kicked fuck at him. We kicked the fuck at him. That's the thing that the people maybe don't want to see. They think like if a guy hits his wife and he goes with his pals, they're all like, oh, fucking good for you, Franco. See if you were out with a group of your mates and they went like, I had you last night, man, to fucking take my hand. He'd be like, are you fucking like you'd batter him, you'd kick his cunt in. You would.
I don't even think if I get, well, I know for a fact, but I mean, I don't think if a guy hit his girlfriend, he would ever say to any of his mates about it because he would know the friendship's over.
Aye.
And you'd be rumbling about. There's no any kind of, but you don't understand what it's like. Well, for a start, mate, no, I don't. But no, you don't hit a fucking woman.
No,
even
never.
if she's fucking rocking you, you're taking it and then walking away. When really you do want to go bang, but you know you can't do that. But by God, it would be great to do that every now and again.
I think what I'm reading here for these stories is this just seems like two people who are just mental and they've put them together and it's absolutely kicked off. But again, madness, absolute madness.
When they got together, it was murder.
Let's move. It was murder. Panda hands. Oh, Betty, panda hands. Right, let's move on. Anything else before we wrap it up? Because I'm getting fucking all sorts. I need to go, mate.
I'm just trying to get a DIY.
I was meant
podcast to last all day.
I know, but I was meant to be on this dog walk 40 minutes ago.
Right. Well, let's wrap it up, guys. 101 of yous. Thanks for donating. We know a couple of yous are rat bags. We'll hound you. We'll find you.
No, this is everybody. They're all patrons, mate. Everybody's.
I know, but did you
not
say there's a couple of spies in the Patreon camp?
I think we can discuss that a later day. But yes,
right.
But
Let's
anyway,
get offline. Quickly tell me about that. Listen, take care of each other. Do not hit women.
No, and do not marry Susan McGuire.
If you're a woman, don't hit your man.
Don't,
unless you've agreed it and it's a wee bit of kink in the bedroom.
And Stephen Kelly, if you've got issues with a recent danger ride, mate, get in touch with the boys, and we'll help you find asylum.
I think everybody agrees Susie would be our danger ride.
That's the best one we can think of at this moment in time.
We could go for an international one. She's definitely a Scottish favourite. Anyway, wind it up, Scott. Do your bit.
Thank you very much to all the heroes for continuing to support the show. Generally, we cannot thank you enough. It's absolutely brilliant. We've hit just over 100 now. We're currently at 101, and we will be recording the special episode that we'll be releasing very, very soon. So watch out for that. Remember, if you are a patron, it's the only way now to hear all of the episodes, and it's the only way that you can watch the video episodes. They come out just to you heroes, nowhere else. If there's any questions or topics you've got, please do get in touch with us, because we want to make sure that hero questions are asked first. But genuinely, sincerely, we thank every single one of you who helps support the show. And we want to I think between me and Mal, obviously we're going to keep the podcast going, but we want to make sure we gear it more towards the heroes. There'll still be free episodes that go out, but we want to make sure you guys get the best content, and we've got some things coming up that we're planning, and then hopefully soon we can announce the next live date as well if we ever get back in the Classic Grand. So stay tuned for that. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Look after yourself. Don't marry Susan McGuire. And we'll speak to you all very soon. Bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye now.
All the best now.
All the best. See you later. Bye.
I can feel it in my bronx.
Hashtag. The hashtagshow.co.uk.